All right, somehow I got off again. You know, I keep turning left. You know, when you're in a jungle like this, it can, so that you're not driving. If you do a perimeter loop, you're not gonna drive right through every single food plot. So this will work out good, almost like I planned it, but I keep it legit. So I just trying to push it off to the side. It's really claustrophobic when you work in jungle like this. All right, so today it's cold. I don't even know what day it is anymore. March 10th or 11th maybe. But fueling up, I'm bringing the skid steer and the mega cutter over there. I'll show you real quick. Phil's probably going to meet me there. Curtis should be there. So we should be running 3 machines today. And good thing they all got cabs and heat. I haven't ran this since last year sometime. Yeah, I just set it right on there. Alright, Phil is going to run all the way to the back and get started. He's never even been on this property past the first 20 acres. He's going to get started, and I'm going to continue on the road I was cutting yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. All right, I'm continuing that road on Monday, and it does get kind of irritating sometimes. Like when it's in this close, I get almost kind of anxious, and then you get tangled up like I just did, and then you try to get yourself out, and then you're knocking stuff on the cab, which gives you a really nice little startle when you're not expecting it. So I can't wait to get into these cedars right here. I'm doing a perimeter road right here, so I gotta stay kind of in the perimeter. Once I get into these cedars, it'll go a lot faster than this little tedious junk. I guess we cheated rain again. We got rain, but this ground is really nice and well drained, so we could still use all 3 of the machines. Show you where I'm at now, making this perimeter road. So there's where I'm at, and I'm following this perimeter road south this way. This is our property on the left side of that red line. Keep rolling. All right, so just a minute ago, and I haven't moved, it was showing me way over on the neighboring property. All right. So I went out and walked it, and I found the actual line. So I'm probably 15 yards right now. So now that I kind of know the line, there's a bunch of big mature trees that nobody likes to cut right on the line. I'll follow them. So sometimes the GPS is off. That whole track right there is bogus. I don't know, what exactly happens when it gets that far off. And I'm just trying to push it off to the side, and then 2 of the ones that I had already pushed out caved in on me. That's why it's really claustrophobic when you work in jungle like this. I mean, I literally can't even turn the boom without hitting trees. But I'll win the battle, I guarantee it. It's just going to take some time. It's going to be just a stunning road system here. I mean, ain't no doubt about that. And then I think we're going to do, when we get the roads done, I think I'm going to have a trail ride day. Invite a bunch of friends and that, and have like a little picnic trail ride. Alright, I'm into the cedars, so basically what I'm doing, nature's helping me here, because it's kind of hard to follow a GPS when you're going that slow. But I got hardwoods to the left, and I got cedar thicket here, and that's pretty much the property line. Follows that transition, so as long as I stay inside the cedars and I could still see hardwoods on my left, I'm good to go for a perimeter trail. have Phil come and clean them up after me. Get them a lot cleaner. Alright, now I'm pretty far into the cedar thicket. There's so many cedars here that a lot of these skinny ones are just dead, but it's better than pulling hardwoods, that's for sure. This is going to be one of them just really, really cool trails right through a cedar thicket. And of course a perimeter trail. I mean, I'm generally trying to stack everything on my left side, which is the bordering, you know, the neighboring property there. You might have different objectives if you're, you know, if you want to get shielding on the inside of your property, like getting in and out of food plots or something like that, but we ain't to that point yet here, so this is just a perimeter road. But I'll keep cutting here in Fangorn Forest and see how far I can get going. I got a pretty good rhythm going now. Again, I wish I had a little more slew power. Stuff them down so they don't fall back in on the trail. Of course, they're coming in on us over here, but we'll get them figured out. Alright, finally getting into some a little bit bigger cedars, and I'm getting used to that GPS on, you know, following. I can't see now anymore the hardwoods. Now I'm definitely in the thicket, but I'm, you know, staying inside the property line. I mean, I'd probably guess if we walked it, I mean, it could be 30 yards, 40 yards maybe to the line, maybe 20, maybe less. But I'm just making sure I stay on the inside. It's so nice to have a GPS like that working in your favor. Still haven't seen a shed yet. I thought for sure I'm going to see one here today. Yeah, and adding to my last statement about how far I am from the property line, with a property this size and this remote, now see, now I gotta hook back to the left a little more. You do have extra room, and there's nothing marked in here. Whereas if you're in smaller properties and everybody's got it marked, or you got a fence to follow, well, that's a whole different story. Then you can get right in on the property line. So I'm gonna turn left a little here and get back online. All right, somehow I got off again. I don't really understand it. You know, I keep turning left, farther left to get over here because I'm headed south, and yet, you know, when you're in a jungle like this, it feels like you turned 45 or 90, but you might not have. So what I'm gonna do, since right here I'm farther off of the line that I want to be, it's a really nice spot over here for a food plot, a micro plot. We got pretty decent terrain up here. It's a little higher ground, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a little bitty clearing so that I know to come back with the big machine. And this will be the first plot that I'm working on, a first micro plot. Since we're off at the boundary by probably 50 yards or so, give or take, I'll go ahead and put one in here. in this little micro plot here so that we can find it later on. Alright, I'm going to go back uphill where I came from on this trail to try and get a GPS signal again. Maybe I need a little more elevation because this is kind of a low spot. Alright, so I deleted that other waypoint that was way off and I just put a new one. And now I'm following my track, and then I'm going to cut down to the right here when I get right where I want to be close to the perimeter. So this new plot will have its own trail. I like to do that if I can so that you're not driving. If you do a perimeter loop, you're not going to drive right through every single food plot. So this will work out good. Almost like I planned it, but I keep it legit, so I just got off track, but it'll work out perfect. So we'll go back to cutting that perimeter road south. All right, I'm going to measure how far I am from the boundary right now. It's saying 5 yards right now that I'm off of the line. So I'll definitely cut back in a little bit more to my right again.